Hi everyone, I'm Pooja Gupta from the batch of 2017, and I would like to put forth my nomination for the post of placement representative. A brief introduction: I graduated from the National University of Singapore in 2012 with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. So throughout my undergraduate education, I've been actively involved in extracurricular activities, which has helped me own my skills in leadership and teamwork. Following my graduation, I've worked for Citibank Singapore for 3 years, and my work experience with Citibank has helped me evolve in a professional who adapts to demands of new work and remains calm and focused under pressure. While driving projects, I've had the opportunity of liaising with several individuals with diverse backgrounds, which has helped me enhance my people skills. In IIM Bangalore, I had the good fortune of being selected as a JPR, and the past months have given me a slight glimpse into the hard work and dedication that goes into running a placement process. My experiences have strengthened my confidence in abilities to manage a process which impacts the careers of some of the best MBA graduates in the country. If elected, I would try my best to meet the expectations and aspirations that the students have from the placements at IIM Bangalore. I will try to ensure more companies visit the campus for laterals, finals, and summers. In addition, I would also like to direct my efforts towards having more variety in terms of roles and location being offered during the placements. Finally, I also hope to continue all the efforts that the current PR team has made towards making the process more student-friendly. I can assure you that all my decisions will be taken in conjunction with the members of my teams, upholding the highest ethical standards and in the interests of the student body. Thank you.
I am the candidate and you are the PR, and I've been sent into company A. Now, company A has held me for more than an hour, a little more than an hour, and they are asking you to give them 15 more minutes to give the decision on me. Now, I as the candidate do not want to lose out my chances in B. I have a shortlist in B, and there's a good chance that B may leave in the next 10-15 minutes. So I come to you and ask that I want to go to B.
Right.
Now, as a PR, what will you do? Will you listen to the company, make me wait at A, or send me to B?
So just to confirm, the company A wants to hold you back for another round of interviews.
Yeah, so it's not another round of interview. They just want to take a call on me. They just want to discuss among themselves for 10-15 minutes.
All right.
And then take a call on me, yes.
And the candidate has no compunctions about going to company B as well. Like he's ready to interview with company B.
He's ready to interview with company B because he's afraid that he may not get selected in company A. Otherwise, he's okay with company A also.
All right. So in that case, since company A has clearly held up the candidate for more than an hour, I would tell them that the candidate has to go to company B, and if they're interested, then and the candidate is still available after company B's interview, then they can engage him again.
Okay, now suppose in the next 10 minutes, company A has given him an offer. Company A has told you to stay for him to stay for 10 minutes, but you've sent him away. And in the next 10 minutes, company A has given him an offer, and he has gone into company B. After half an hour, company B has also given him an offer.
Right.
Now what will you do?
So company A's offer came first, right?
Yes.
And
It came in 10 minutes. Company B's offer came in half an hour. So 20 minutes after.
And the candidate was already in the interview process for company B during that time.
Yes, because you sent him.
Right, right. So in that case, I'd like to ask the candidate where he wants to go.
The candidate wants to go to company B.
All right. So, and is the company B, and I'm assuming that company B has already rolled out the offer. When
Yes,
the
company B has rolled out the offer, but obviously 20 minutes after company A.
Right. So, in that case, I'll inform company A that the candidate has received an offer from company B.
But this is against the rules. Company A has, firstly, you're not supposed to send him to company B. You have violated the rule. And now company A has made the offer before company B. Again, according to the rules, the candidate has to go to company A. It was your mistake to send him to company B.
But company A held up the candidate for more than an hour. So as far as I understand that you're supposed to leave an interview candidate within 1 hour.
Yes, but at that point of time, you should have forced them to either give a decision or leave him. You have not done that. You just sent the student to company B. And now
I had made clear to company A that the candidate has to go for the next company because And I also made it clear that if the candidate is available after company B's interview, then probably he or she can engage with company A.
But if you give that logic to company A, then at that point of time, company A will say, do not even send him to company B. If you are sending him to company B, then we won't even give an offer. If you tell this to company A that I'm leaving him to B, then they won't give an offer, obviously, because they know there's a high chance that they may lose him.
No, but in that case, according to, if I go by the rule book, then company A has held up the candidate for more than 1 hour.
Yes, yes.
And in that case, the candidate, since company A is also not giving a commitment to the candidate, the candidate is losing his chances with company B as well. So, in the interest of the student as well as the rule book, I would believe that sending the candidate to company B would be the right thing.
Okay, now suppose company A, after 10 minutes, says that we'll give him an offer, but we'll cancel the offer in 10 minutes. So get him back in the next 10 minutes from B.
All right. So in that case, see, if I'm not able to communicate this to the candidate that he's already received an offer from the company, then I will tell the company A people that the candidate is engaged with the other company, and if I'm not able to communicate the offer to him, then I mean, candidate essentially loses the
But again, you're missing the logic that if you communicate this to company A, then they will force you not to send him to B. You're not understanding this part.
But the candidate has already gone to company B, and then the company A has rolled out the offer. So I don't understand.
Fine,
Okay,
fine.
which one?
Chetan, fair enough. So the next question. So you have found that a student, through his relationship with the professor, was able to connect with the partner of a consulting firm. You also discovered that the professor has personally sent a recommendation letter for the student, due to which the student has gained an undue advantage in the process. So what will be your course of action at the time?
Right. So as far as Placecom rules are concerned, the candidate is not supposed to individually contact.
Candidate is
right?
not supposed to directly or indirectly touch base with any recruiter who's participating in the process.
Right. So in that case, even if through the professor, regardless of whether the candidate requested the professor to send a recommendation, the candidate has achieved undue advantage. He's gone out of the role, out of the process to establish a link with the company. So I would believe that that's wrong.
So the consulting firm says that they call the superior authority, even greater than the business partner, calls you and says that we didn't even consider this recommendation letter, and this particular business partner is not at all involved in the recruitment process, and so he fits our profile and we want to interview the candidate, and you have to give it to us. And they threaten to even not participate in the process if this does not go in their favor. They take it as a matter of ego.
So in that case, I mean, I'll still hold my ground, because even if the recommendation letter was not taken in consideration while they were shortlisting the candidates, it essentially sets a bad example for the other people. So, I mean, from next time onwards, there'll be others who will be contacting or
So will
other
you be
candidates.
ready to lose a recruiter who like this particular recruiter has gone to IMA because their process happened first and he has given double-digit offers? So
No, so I wouldn't want to lose a recruiter, but I would like to reason out with the recruiter about regarding the reasons of why this candidate cannot be made available for the interview, because in the long run this might even harm the company, because there'll be people who will be contacting the company later on out of the placement process. So essentially, even the company will have to bear the brunt probably. So I'll try to reason out. I wouldn't want to lose the company for sure, but I do think that if people do not follow the rule book, there ought to be some consequences.
So now what if the professor comes and says that the student didn't ask me to send anything? So this particular business partner is my friend. So I just thought of recommending the student because he's a very bright guy.
Yeah, but considering he sent a recommendation letter and the student knows about it, and he chose to not tell the Placecom about how the professor had sent a letter. I think that because clearly the student knew that there was a recommendation letter that was sent on his behalf. So he should have informed
The professor comes and says that the student didn't ask me. I just did it on my own. So don't penalize the student for this.
Yeah, but I would still hold that the student knew that there was a recommendation letter sent for him by the professor. Am I right
So
in assuming
irrespective
that?
of whether the so look the
I'm not saying that he requested the professor to go and send a recommendation letter. Probably the professor did do it out of his own goodwill, but the student remembered. I mean, the student knew that there was a recommendation that's being sent, or there's a good word being dropped by the professor.
Firm itself, the recruiters are themselves saying they did not consider the LOR, they never received it. The partner is not the part of the recruitment they are handling.
Yeah, but
Why
this.
are you yourself going ahead and telling the other student?
See, but this might, that's what I'm saying. This probably this one time that might be the case, but it's about setting an example for the future batches also.
You are,
And I
the
mean,
chances of a candidate where the stakes are very high, it's a finance process, his career is at stake, and you are denying him a chance of interviewing to a firm.
so
and that too now it is not his mistake. It is just that the professor has sent it out of his own goodwill.
And the company has also confirmed that we have not considered the other team who's looking after recruitment is a different team. So it has, and the partner has no involvement in that.
I
Then why
would,
are you creating a fuss?
because like I said, we ought to go by the rule book. In the future, there can be other candidates who could use other means to communicate to communicate with the other members of the company, which might give them an undue advantage. So yeah, probably in this one case that might not have been the case, but I would still not make a call on whether the person would I mean, whether the person should be let scot free. Probably I would involve my other teammates or the CDS to make a decision on this call. But I don't think I would let the candidate interview.
Good, fair.
So Pooja, you've written that I will try to ensure more companies visit the campus. Can you give me 5 names of companies that are not already visiting campus?
So when I said more companies at the campus, I meant even if the same companies come, but they can offer more roles. For example, HL comes, but they do not offer roles on operations. So that could be one possible. Then there's a
Yeah, go ahead.
then for public policy there's Dalsberg. Apple doesn't come for operations, so but it does visit other campuses.
For example?
It visits ISB.
So are you aware of all the operations roles that were offered this time?
Not all, just a few.
Okay. You've written, continue all the efforts to make the process more student friendly. Can you give me 2 examples?
For example, this time we prepared a 1-page prep material that was given out to the students before the interview. So that was a great initiative, but then
That happens every year.
Oh, all right. So that was a great initiative, but then still when people went to the interview, when people were waiting in the comment pool, they didn't clearly know where to go for the job descriptions, and there was a whole lot of scramble for the job, for the prep material as well. So probably...
So students were informed that it's kept at the reception.
Yeah, but probably maintaining a central repository and probably circulating those prep material a few hours in advance.
So job descriptions are shared at the time of opening
No, the prep
applications?
material as well.
So basically we should spoon food the...
See, we are doing it anyway, so might as well do it 5-6 hours before, so that
like MBA graduates here or undergraduates or school kids here.
No,
they can't go and research about the company.
No,
or
of course they can.
They should not attend the PPTs of the company. They should go to the website and research the company. They have their mobile phones. They can't even spend 2 minutes and read about the company online.
But on day one, like I've seen, the process is pretty dynamic. So there are candidates who are going to companies for interviews where they've not even applied. So in that case, they need to have some basic information before going into the interview room.
So what improvement are you suggesting? I'm still not clear about that.
Improvement in the sense maintaining a more central repository, maybe online and not just hard copies, so that people can just log on and see whatever information is there regarding the process.
So Pooja, so you are saying that the candidate might even go to a company in which he is not even shortlisted. So just making this 1-pager available before 6 hours, why do you think will candidate even read that? Because that particular, whether he goes and attends this interview, this happens on the spot, right?
But if the candidate knows that there's a central repository online where where this information is available, then the candidate can log in easily and find out some information. So that might be useful. So that's my idea.
Any questions? Okay, cool. Thank you.